Hello students of MGM Higher Secondary School, Bokaro. Welcome back to another English session. This is the first video for lesson number 3 from the reader book of class 8. Lesson number 3 from the reader book is titled Lions and Ants. It is a poem written by Walt Mason. Let us read something about the poet. The poet is Walt Mason. He was born in the year 1862 and he died in 1939. He was a Canadian American. He was a humorist and a poet whose works were read widely. Most of his poems were written in prose. He wrote poems while supporting himself by doing odd jobs with newspapers and other publications. So our poet Walt Mason was not very wealthy or affluent. However, his poems were read and loved by many people. His poems have a prose-like quality and his poems have a humorous quality about it. Here is a small picture for you to help you understand what the poem is about. Lions and Ants. Let us now read the poem. Lions and Ants by Walt Mason. Once a hunter met a lion near the hungry critter's lair, and the way that lion mauled him was decidedly unfair. But the hunter never whimpered when the surgeons with their thread sewed up 47 gashes in his mutilated head, and he showed the scars in triumph, and they gave him pleasant fame. And he always blessed the lion that had camped upon his frame. Once that hunter, absent-minded, sat upon a hill of ants, and about 1,000,000 bit him, and you should have seen him dance. He used a lot of language of a deep magenta tint, and apostrophized the insects in a style unfit to print. And it's thus with worldly troubles. When the big ones come along, we serenely go to meet them, feeling valiant, bold, and strong. But the weary little worries, with their poisoned stings and smarts, put the lid upon our courage, make us grey, and break our hearts. A poem with a beautiful meaning. Let us understand the poem. Here is a glossary from your textbook. The word lair is a noun and it means a place where a wild animal sleeps or hides. Mauled is an action word. It is a verb. It means to be injured or wounded, usually by an animal. Mutilated is a describing word. It is an adjective. It means seriously injured or damaged. Apostrophized is a verb. It means to speak evil or call somebody evil. Serenely is an adverb. It means in a calm or peaceful manner. Explanation of the poem line-wise. Once a hunter met a lion near the hungry critter's lair. So, the poet is talking about an incident. What is the incident? He tells that a hunter was met by a lion, and where did he meet the lion? Near the animal's den. Critter means animal and lair means home or a place of hiding. And as we all know, a lion lives in a den. And the way that lion mauled him was decidedly unfair. Mauled means attacked. So the way the lion attacked the hunter, it was not good. But the hunter never whimpered when the surgeons with their thread sewed up 47 gashes in his mutilated head. But the poet tells us that the hunter is quite a brave one. When the surgeons tried to stitch his wounds, he did not cry, he did not whimper. Whimper means cry. And gashes means the scars or the wound or the injury. Mutilated means the injured head. And he showed the scars in triumph. In fact, the hunter was quite happy with his scars. Scars means the mark that is left after you get wounded. And triumph means almost being victorious. So according to the poet, in this incident, when a lion attacked a hunter, even though the hunter was hurt very badly and he received many stitches, the hunter was quite proud of his action. He actually thought that it was a kind of victory, and he showed everybody his scars, the wounds, the mark of the wounds, and he thought that these scars, these wounds are actually bringing him somewhat glory. Pleasant fame means some kind of glory. People would talk about a man who survived an attack of a lion, and he always blessed the lion that had camped upon his frame. And whenever the hunter thinks about the lion, he is happy about the incident that he chanced upon the lion, and the lion camped upon his frame means attacked his body. Camped means to attack and frame means body. So the summary of the stanza is, here is a hunter. He was attacked by a lion near his den. He was very badly injured, but when he received his stitches, he did not cry. In fact, he was quite happy that now he can show off his scars to people, and people would be very applauding of him that he survived an attack of a lion. He is a brave man, and whenever the hunter thinks of this incident, he is filled with pride, and he feels happy that the lion attacked him once upon a time. Now the poet continues the poem by describing another incident and narrating it to us. Let us read that incident and understand it. The same hunter one day absent-minded. Absent-minded means when you are not focusing and you are lost in your thoughts. He was lost in his thoughts and he was sitting upon a hill, and accidentally he was sitting upon a hill of ants. The ants were residing in that small hill, and the ants came out, and about 1,000,000 means a lot many ants bit him. And when the ants were biting onto his flesh, the hunter was so perplexed, so worried that he started dancing. Dancing as in because of the pain, he was trying to remove the ants. He was moving in a very haphazard manner. It almost looked like he was performing a dance. Now when the ants attacked him, he used a language in anger and pain of a deep magenta tint. Means the language was out of anger and worry. And the language that he used cannot be printed. That means the language was not a decent one. Apostrophize the insect means describe the insects, or used. He called the insect evil in so many different ways in anger that we should not print it. So here is a humorous tone. And it's thus with worldly troubles. Now the poet goes on to the preaching mode. He tells us that this is how it is in our world as well. What is he trying to say? He tells us that in our world, when the huge worries or troubles come to us, we go and meet the troubles in a calm and controlled manner. We think we are bold, we are strong, we are going to deal with this huge issue in a calm and controlled manner. But the real problem comes with the small worries. It is the small worries that are weary. Weary means they make us tired. We become anxious. Overthinking happens with us. And these little worries sting us, means they are very prickly. They do not help us in any way. They are only causing anxiety to us. Our mind is always disturbed because of these little problems. They sting us. They cause pain to us. And smarts means their ways, the evil ways of these little worries. They're sneaky. Put the lid upon our courage means our courage completely shuts off when we are faced with small problems of life. It makes us grey. Grey means overthinking leads to aging. We become old. Our shoulders feel burdened. We stoop down with these worries. We are not anymore energetic and young. We feel old and burdened and break our hearts. Means we become so troubled that we lose hope. What the poet is trying to tell us that by comparing two incidents of an hunter's life, one incident he described that he was attacked by a lion, and in the second incident he was attacked by an ant. Lion is here symbolizing the big problems of life, and ants here symbolize the smaller problems of life. He tells us, the poet tells us, that when the hunter was attacked by the lion, he was brave about it. But when he was attacked by the smallest of insects, ants, he danced with anxiety and worry, and what he could do maximum? Call the insects evil. And this is the similar condition of us humans in the world. When big problems come to us, we face them. We have a strategy for them. But the smaller problems are the real problems actually, because we don't use our courage to face them. We overthink them. We hyperventilate. These are the prickly problems, the problems that sting at us, and we do not know what to do. Our shoulders become heavy, our heart loses hope, and we become old and worried. This is so far the poem, and that's all for understanding and reading of the poem. I shall meet you in our next video. Till then, thank you and take care.